You should actually like play this first and then fade in the intro. So I'm just dancing with no music.
Okay. And then fade. Okay, so start it, fade the music in. Bam.
Bam!
Cool. All right, Jake, I think it's time.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, all, welcome back to The Brave and the Boys.
I'm your host, Jake Spencer.
And I'm your favorite host, Jordan P. Perez. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Jordan is also my favorite host.
Yeah.
Um, Guys, this is going to be a really weird episode for us because we were supposed to interview Jess Bragg, aka Omni Dog, and because of weather, because of a lightning storm of all things, the episode got postponed. So just in case, we're going to have one in the can. We might upload 2 episodes, or we might save this for a future week. So you might never see this,
Ooh, look at us either prepping or burning an episode.
right? And this could just be practice, you know.
Shit, I mean, listen, if there was an episode to skip, it's not this one because this one is very important because we have a special thing to open on this one.
Yes. So if you guys remember from last episode, which I believe was 2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
sorry we missed an episode, guys. I moved back into my home. I'll give an update on that in a little bit. But Paul gifted me a gift, and it is in the coolest wrapping paper I have ever seen. It is McLovin
Yes.
Hawaiian wrapping paper. So we're gonna dig into this. I wish Paul was here to walk me through what it is because he said it's a comic book that I'm not gonna know about.
He kind of
Um,
gave me a little hint on what it is, but he didn't want to tell me exactly.
Sponsor me, Liquid Death.
Listen, I'll take any sponsors. Say how refreshing it is.
Infinitely recyclable can of stone cold sparkling water came straight from the Alps to murder your thirst. When a group of teenagers set off into the mountains for a weekend of drinking regular water in plastic bottles, they became hunted by an aluminum can of mountain water that was dead set on murdering their thirst and recycling their souls. Once cracked open, no thirst is safe from liquid death. After ritually dismembering its thirst victims, this brutal can of water used the severed body parts of dead thirst to build itself a flesh suit, which is used to disguise to get a job in marketing. But liquid death never took the job. It just murdered a bunch more thirst instead.
How many calories is it?
0. It is just
Damn.
it's just mountain water and CO2. Hashtag death to plastic.
Thanks.
I just want them to send me a hat. Like, I want a hat from them. They're fucking dope.
You take a hat and a 24 case of that.
They come in like 16 cases or 12 cases. They come in like, yeah, I don't know. I bought a box today. I went to
Hey.
okay, for something about Omnidog, guys, is he loves root beer. So I went to the store to buy root beer today,
Mhm.
and they had a carton of Liquid Death, and I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
A carton of it?
Yeah, it comes in like a box of
So,
like, you get multiple of these cans.
okay. Oh. I thought you meant like a wine
Like
box.
you mean you drinking boxed wine, Jordan?
No, I'm
That's
just I'm just saying that's what I was imagining.
Have you heard of slap in the bag?
I've heard of it.
So basically, you take the wine bag out and you're drinking it, and you like slap the bag so that more wine pours out. The last time I drank boxed wine was to celebrate Jessica Jones coming out.
Yeah, that's a good way to celebrate it.
She's a big alcoholic.
Hmm.
Um, so like Jordan was saying, I got a book to show off, I got a present to open,
Mm.
and then we're gonna talk about some of the ways we've been trying to get our friends into comics. Um, because we love sharing the medium. So, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe.
Hmm.
We really get our dicks hard seeing more subscribers. Comment because that really, yeah.
Every week we see one go up and I go, oh, I'm
Everyone's
ready.
like, yes.
Yeah.
He can't get up without subscriber accounts, guys. He fell into the fame. Um, Remember to comment and to smash that like button or just lightly press that like button. Sometimes you have to be gentle on the clit.
And then if you really don't like your videos, make sure you hit the dislike button twice to prove it.
Actually, press it once because a dislike gives the same level of engagement as a like.
Ooh. I
Is this
wonder,
when you play the intro, or is this when I dance, or did I already miss it?
dog, we already did the intro.
Steak and eggs and salad.
It's still not the right song. Listen, we can never play that song because of copyright. But if you ever
Fuck
want to
you,
look it up,
Frasier.
it's so good. It's
Okay,
the
guys. Yeah,
outro for
steak,
Frasier.
steak and salad, right? Guys, look at my new room. Look at my comic book collection.
Wow, someone moved back in.
Yes, guys, I'm back home and it's amazing. I sleep naked every night now. I forgot how fun that was.
You didn't do that when you were moved out?
No, I was at my parents' house and I didn't have a wall. I didn't have four walls. I had three walls and a curtain.
Oh, listen, you could have reenacted the scene from Austin Powers.
Never seen it, so the reference just went like right over my head, man.
Uh, uh, we'll watch it. Don't worry. One day.
Yeah, when we hang out again. You guys want to see the new book I bought?
I'm
Can you edit
ready.
in some like cheering and clapping? Everyone's like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I have those assets, but sure. Yeah.
Trust me, Jordan, you have all the assets.
Damn.
Guys, I completed my Sandman collection. This is Sandman Volume 5.
Ooh.
So Sandman is in four absolutes, so 1 through 4. That's the complete regular set of Sandman. Then there's the prequel slash sequel, Sandman Overture.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
there is the spin-off Sandman Death, or just called Death, Absolute Death, which reprints a couple of the things that are in my previous Sandman 1 through 4, and then two miniseries. But Sandman 5 completes the collection. It let me pull up the Amazon thing to read what's inside of it, because I'm not super familiar.
Dude, I think the funniest thing is the issue that you have with buying number five.
Oh God, you guys want to see?
Yeah, I'm
So
ready to see it again.
so do you see in the very center box? Those are all my Sandman absolutes. Now that I have 5, they don't fit in the same fucking box. Here, let me show you.
Here, you do that. I'll go pull up the Amazon listing. Let's see. Let's not have dead air, right? Sandman Ball 5. Welcome back.
Yes, they don't fit in the same fucking box anymore. But Sandman Absolute 5 has Sandman Endless Nights, which is like a prequel series. Um Sandman the Dream Hunters in 2 versions. So first as a prose novella. So I think it's like an actual book, and then they have the same book in comic book form. So it looks like this.
Wow. It's giving me
So
flashbacks to Grant Morris's Batman run.
oh right. See, it's an actual novel with one drawing per page.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Right? Look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is. This is an actual fucking book. I'm actually reading. Sometimes you'll get double pages. Look at that art.
Whoever said reading comics wasn't true reading.
Listen to this story. In this tale, a humble young monk and a magical shape-changing fox find themselves romantically drawn together. As their love blossoms, the fox learns of a devilish plot by a group of demons and a Japanese emperor to steal the monk's life. With the aid of Morpheus, the fox must use all her cunning to foil this evil scheme and save the man that she loves.
Ooh.
So you can read it either as a book, and then they also include the comic book version. And this completes my Sandman run. There's literally nothing more Sandman that I can buy except for these out of print bookends of Death and Morpheus that are like, it's like $1,700 for these bookends.
I've seen them. They're
Yeah.
pretty cool. I'll see if I can pull up a picture of them. But Jake, there actually is more Sandman you could purchase.
What is it?
You can watch Omnidog's episode on The Dreaming.
Oh, the new Sandman stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no longer Neil Gaiman, although it still uses characters that he created. That is the continuation to Sandman, and it's how it fits into the current DC universe.
Dude, I gotta read more current Sandman stuff. So I think what we'll do is we can open Paul's gift now, and then afterwards we can dive into Sandman a little bit. I kind of want to hear where you're at, and see what you're feeling so far. And we'll probably talk. I mean, Sandman is amazing, dude. We'll talk about Sandman once you finish it again, probably.
Oh,
Um,
most definitely. Also, just to show really quickly, because I was able to pull it up. Here are the
oh,
bookends.
I want them so bad.
Dude, they look so good.
Go to eBay so people can see the price.
Oh, that's scary. All right, let's see. eBay. I can't spell.
Guys, Jordan can't. Oh, it's right there. I think it's the second one.
You want me to do actual eBay or you want me to do whatever, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Here we go.
Scroll down.
Oh, that's a different one. Ooh.
Those are also tight. That's a wee bit of a spoiler. Look at them.
I don't even know where I'm at anymore.
It's cool. I think we got the point.
We
Who
got
the fuck is spending $1,600 on bookends?
listen, man. When you love Sandwich that much, I'm just
Maybe
trying to see if I
someone,
could find them.
maybe someone with a it's like a 3D printer can make me one.
Oh, that'd be cool to receive our first ever like gift.
You
There we
guys
go.
think like how mine and Jordan's Grogu's are buddies?
Oh, it's so cute, right? I got mine right there somewhere. There.
What's that ball back there?
It's a diffuser.
Oh, fancy.
Mm.
Jordan keeps love alive. Okay, guys, should we open this?
Oh, fucking foot. Ow. Shit. Yeah, open it.
Can I get a hint about what it is?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I kind of forgot. I just know it has to do with something indie.
Paul was like, dude, you're a DC fanboy. You got to get off their dick and get something indie. This is
So
so sad. This is literally the coolest wrapping paper I've ever seen in my life.
then why are you ripping it?
I'm trying not to.
Pull the tabs. Also, you do need to read more indie. That's why I gifted you Something's Killing the Children.
You've never let me live it down.
Dog, I'm waiting for you to read it.
Shitty Watchmen.
Ooh.
This book is so good. It redefined the medium. What if we completely dilute the legacy by using these characters in our standalone shared universe? This is going to be amazing. I don't like superhero things. They're for children. The movie was better. Zack Snyder is a genius. It wasn't that bad, I guess. I was hoping for more boobs. What is it? Is it really just a shitty version of Watchmen? Dude, it's a shittily drawn version of Watchmen.
Oh, that's so good.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
And the Zack Snyder cut was better.
Dude,
Oh my god.
this is incredible, dude. Look at it.
I love it. Oh, that's so good. I
So
love
it's
that there's no dialogue.
yeah. And if it is dialogue, it's like the wrong stuff. Dude, this is incredible.
Nothing ever ends, Adrian. That's
What
so
the
good, dude.
who made this?
Whoever they are worth it. They did everything right.
Was this is incredible. And they got this. Oh, what, dude? The opening book has a quote from Alan Moore. You want to hear it?
Yes, please. I need it.
Yeah. And they got this new contract worked out, which meant that when the work went out of print, the rights to it would revert back to us, which sounded like a really good deal.
Yes, it actually has the controversy in it. Oh my god,
Dude,
dude. That's
the
so
art
good.
gets worse as the book goes on.
Show me the tentacle scene. Yes. Show me the very end when the octopus is there. Not to spoil Watchmen for anyone. Oh, I love it. Can I get? Do you think Alan Moore would sign us a copy of that one?
I hope so.
I think he refuses to sign comics now, but just think how much he would love that copy of it. Oh, I love it.
Dude, they butcher the scene of them on Mars together. Like the most beautiful art in like some comics is like just butchered. Okay, I'm trying to get back to the tentacle monster.
That's where the meme comes from.
Nothing ever ends, Adrian.
No, the Dr. Manhattan on Mars.
When the fuck is the tentacle monster?
It's like the last volume.
They're fighting in like Adrian's thing now.
Here we go. Ta-da.
Is this it right here? I love that, dude. That should be our background one week.
Oh, we should. Dude, there's so much nudity in Watchmen that I gotta be careful. Okay, let me see. Yes, yep, that's the scene, and then there's all the bodies, and then the next page should show it. That was like my favorite scene in the graphic novel. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's perfect.
Who made this book, dude?
Whoever did, thank you. And thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for being a longtime friend and an even better viewer, man. I think I said that
I think
backwards.
I think it's backwards, but Warhead? That's what it said on the page.
Dude, it said the movie was better. Zack Snyder is a genius. Your Trump-loving uncle.
Okay, hear me out because I've given this opinion. I liked the ending to Zack Snyder's better.
I think I agree, but the Watchmen TV show made it interesting.
Oh, it's so good. Probably my favorite kind of like comic TV, which we'll talk about that later.
Well, why don't we talk about it fucking now, man? Why aren't you watching Loki?
Bitch, don't call me out like that. I haven't started it. I've been procrastinating.
Okay, so basically,
Mm,
there's the TVA. They control all of time. Anytime a branch of reality deviates from the Time Master's like grand plan,
yeah.
they come in and they clip and destroy the timeline. So
Okay.
Loki becomes a variant when he steals the Tesseract in Endgame, and he gets sent to face trial by the Time Variance Authority.
Mm-hmm.
And Owen Wilson's character is like, "Look, I need your help. We need to hunt down a variant that's killing our men." And the reason why they need Loki's help is the variant is another Loki, a Loki from another timeline, and
Okay.
it is phenomenal. And I'm gonna give you one Easter egg that blew my fucking mind from last week's episode to show you how good Loki is.
All right, show
Are
me.
you ready?
I'm ready.
They have the Thanos helicopter.
Get the fuck out of here. They actually do?
They do.
Oh, I gotta pull it up for all our 52 subscribers.
I literally did a spit take.
Dude, that's so good. I can't. I didn't even remember the Thanos helicopter. Here's one of them. Where is it? There she is. That's the one.
Wait.
Thanos.
See if you can find the Thanos helicopter in Loki.
Here's a more modern version.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, oh, that's so good. For all that didn't know, Thanos used to, pilot a helicopter in the comics because he doesn't fly. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's so good. That's clutch. That and the spider buggy.
Oh, the spider buggy. I'm not familiar with the spider buggy.
It's from the old TV show from Spider-Man, the animated one.
If you play a video, would it be choppy or would it look good?
I think it would be choppy as fuck.
Have you ever heard the intro to the Japanese Spider-Man TV show?
Probably like once a long.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say once like a long time ago. Here we go. The Spider Mobile. It climbs up walls, by the way.
That's incredible. Dude, who is that? Is that Iron Fist?
Yeah, that's Iron Fist, or it looks like Iron Fist.
Danny Rand?
hmm Everyone's favorite Netflix Marvel character.
Okay, so one last time, thank you, Paul. Also, guys, thank you for looking at me showing off my Sandman number 5. I literally think anyone, even if you don't read comics, you should read Sandman.
It's so
And
good.
I think even if you don't read comics, you should read Shitty Watchmen. I think you need to read Shitty Watchmen first to truly appreciate non-Shitty Watchmen.
So you read Shitty Watchmen, and then you read regular Watchmen, and then you watch the Zack Snyder cut of
Yes,
Watchmen.
and it has to be the ultimate cut, which intercuts with the animated movie.
I've seen it.
I own the biggest, best version of that movie. It's like in like a huge box set.
Oh,
Um,
I don't own it physically. I only own it digitally.
I don't mean I might have got rid of it, but I did own it physically. Okay,
Shit.
so let's talk about getting our friends into comic books, man.
All right, so I know you have one of your friends getting into comics, and you've loaned them a couple.
Yeah.
You wanna go over it?
I have my friend Sam Macaluso. Shouts out to Kid Pesto. I loaned him, or not loaned him. I gifted him. He's one of the people I gifted Up in the Sky, and he read it. And he thought it was awesome. He loved it, and he kind of asked me what else should he read next, like what should he borrow next. And I asked him, well, what I ask anyone, what character are you interested in?
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of amazing stories. And he said, is it lame to choose Superman again? I'm really excited to read Superman again. So I think Up in the Sky is the most fun Superman story, but the best, without a doubt, is All Star Superman.
Mhm.
All Star Superman tells the story of a Superman who gets blasted with a ton of solar radiation, multiplying his powers like 1,000 times. So he's more powerful than he's ever been, but it also gives him cancer and he's dying. So it's what would Superman do if he was dying? What would be the final things that he do? If he had the power to do anything, what would be the final greatest feats that the Man of Steel does? And dude, it is an amazing story. It is incredible. It is Grant Morrison writing, which I fucking love. He's my favorite wizard. Um,
Not Alan
and
Moore.
yeah, and I gifted Jordan an All Star Superman trade, and Jordan has not read it.
It's back there still.
It's such a easy breezy read, dude.
I know, but when you're reading stuff as dense as Infinite Crisis,
Yeah,
Sandman,
yeah.
you go back and reread all of Batman Earth 1, which, hey, if you missed it last week, I did an independent review of it.
Yeah, dude, I'm at home and I get a notification. Jordan didn't fucking tell me that he was going solo. I get a notification that the Brave and the
Dog.
Boys didn't even upload it on his personal channel.
Dog, I told you. I was like, hey, I might record one. And then you went, oh, that's cool. And then I tried to record it. Can I say how fucking hard it is to do a self recording? Like, the podcast, easy.
Did you do a script reading software?
Yeah, I didn't. You mean OneNote and scrolling? Yeah.
I for my final I had to do like sorry, there was like a fly in front of my FaceTime cam. I had to do like a 10-minute speech for my speech final, and I was studying all the entire time for my science final because I needed to get a certain grade in the class to get a B or an A. And I realized I could buy an app for $10 that recorded me while reading my script. The problem is I had the speed going too slow, so you literally see me go. And the reason we should be vegan is global warming, and like you could clearly see that I'm reading on a script, but you couldn't prove anything. So I got an A in the class, and fuck you, speech class.
See, I had to memorize mine.
You clearly reading in the video.
I mean, for my speech class, I had to
Oh,
memorize
okay.
it because she only allowed us to have one note card, which could only have writing on one side, and you had to
Yeah.
put like whatever to memorize it. So I put like bullet points for my topics, and then
It was yeah,
memorize the rest of it.
ours was early COVID, so like you just had to record a video, but now I think they do it where you have to do it in like a video chat. Like you just do it in Zoom.
Dude, that's okay. That's so much easier than doing it live. Like,
I failed speech twice
did you?
because I was such a bad student. So I wasn't I it was a fucking cakewalk. And I'm also not a bad public speaker. I mean, I work in sales. I do a podcast, you know. But back to All-Star Superman, Sam pointed out that one of his favorite things in it is that Superman has to pretend to be clumsy when he's Clark Kent. So one of the things he does is he like bumps into things or he knocks something over or he's clumsy. But every single time that he's clumsy, he saves someone's life. So I thought that was a really interesting point that Sam brought up.
That's pretty cool. I've only heard bits and pieces from it myself until I read it.
Yeah. Let's and then so he was ready for that and he wanted to read a Justice League story next. So I loaned him New Frontier. New Frontier is the art that you see up on my wall right there. That's New Frontier. So
Mm-hmm.
New Frontier is my favorite Justice League story. It
Mm-hmm.
was drawn and written by the same guy, Darwin Cook, the late great Darwin Cook, and it is just a pure love letter. It is an all-around phenomenal story. Um,
Absolutely amazing.
absolutely amazing.
We both own the absolute of it, so that's why it's a really
Yeah.
good play on it.
Yeah, it is. I feel like the three comics that are like they're like evergreen DC comics that you can read even if you're not a comic book fan, and they're like the three pride and joys of my collection is All Star Superman, Kingdom Come, and New Frontier that I own in all absolutes.
Mhm. That's that's a pretty good one to go for. I think Kingdom Come might be a little bit difficult depending
Yeah,
on your knowledge. Uh, I think Sandman would definitely be easier because you don't really have to know any of the characters of it to understand what dreams are.
yeah. So let's dive into Sandman a little bit, man. Do you want to tell people what Sandman is?
Yeah, man, it's a really fucking dense but cool story written by Neil Gaiman back in the early 90s, mid 90s, something like that.
Was it not the 80s? Was it 90s?
I think it's 90s.
You're probably right.
I don't know, I could be wrong,
Mm.
but
No, I think you're right.
but yeah, written by Neil Gaiman, who has written other comics and I think actual literature. You might want to
Yeah.
fact check me on that one.
I mean, he wrote and one example is he wrote Coraline.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, Sandman is about Dream. Morpheus is what his name is in the comic book, and he's the Dream Lord, and it has to deal with, or at least the first chapter of it is, where has he been for 70 years? Because we have 70 years of comic books, and we've never seen this version of the character before. We've seen other versions of the Sandman, but it's revealed in the comic that they are offshoots of him, or parts of his soul or spirit has been placed into them.
Sandman came out in 1989.
89.
Or
Okay,
the debut issue of Sandman went on sale November 29th, 1988.
80. Okay, so 88, 89, and then continued on into the 90s.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, yeah, it's around the same time frame.
Yeah. I'm not gonna argue semantics over a fucking year or two.
But yeah, it has to do with the Endless, which are a couple of figurative characters, but brought into the actual personas of them. So you have like dreaming, desire, despair. You have death, who I think is a lot of people's favorite character, and then you
And then
have
Delirium and Destruction.
and
And then Death
Destiny.
and Destiny, yeah. They're basically the personification of universal concepts.
Mm-hmm.
So what would the personification of dream be like? What would the personification of death be like? What would the personification of destiny be like? And they're all a family. It's such a cool vehicle for a story because Sandman has a main storyline and then it has side spin-off one-off tales that are like fables, and Morpheus can be anything because anything dreams. So cats dream. So Morpheus can be a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, people like an alien fungi can die. So death can be an alien fungi.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's been pretty cool. Especially because sometimes the endless just want to see how humans react. So you get a couple of them where you have people that live forever.
Yeah, so basically, a guy doesn't want to die, so Death and Dream make a wager where they give this guy the ability to not die, and he'll meet with Death Dream once every 100 years,
Mm-hmm.
and just chat about how the world changes. Sometimes he's rich, sometimes he's poor, sometimes he's married, sometimes he's alone,
Mm-hmm.
and you think this guy's gonna get tired of life, and maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but you got to read the story.
Oh, dude,
Um,
it's so good. But that would be like one of the side stories inside of Sandman. Although it still does affect it because there are certain scenes where he says to his friend, "Hey, I might not be able to make it with you, make it
yeah.
for our 100-year meeting." So.
Mhm. The central storyline takes off with a group of occultists who want to live forever. So they do a summoning spell to capture Death. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is they capture Dream instead. So Dream is in prison for like 70, 80 years, and he's just waiting. And he's it's just torture for him because he wants to get back to his realm. He wants to get back to his world. And eventually even the occultists die and their children are there and they're watching him, and eventually he breaks free and he has to recover. It's kind of like a mission. He has to recover his three artifacts of power. So that gives the book a little bit of storyline in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then after he recovers the three items, he's just fucking bored. He has no purpose anymore.
Yep.
He changed during the 80 years of captivity because why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And the easiest way to explain the story of Sandman is how Neil Gaiman explains it. The story of Sandman is Morpheus' dream of the endless, realizes one must change or die, and he makes his decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a that is a good way to put it. It's super fun to read, and if you've ever enjoyed reading like literature, it brings over a lot of the same archetypes and vibes that you would get out of it, but into a comic book form. It's the
Yeah,
most, or it's the easiest book to have a crossover because there are even the audiobook version of Sandman.
yeah. There's an amazingly done audiobook version done by like famous actors with Neil Gaiman narrating it. There'll be a
Mm-hmm.
Netflix show. But at its heart, Sandman is just about stories. So because stories and dreams are so interwoven. Like William Shakespeare appears a few times because I
Mm-hmm.
mean one of the world's greatest dreamers. Because stories come from dreams, but stories inspire dreams as well.
Yeah.
So of course, you know, Morpheus is going to be tied into stories a lot. And sometimes it'll be an African fable, sometimes it'll be a like a limerick, sometimes it'll be a like Middle Eastern tale. And it's like these concepts are throughout all religion, and like they talk about how gods are dreamed up. So
Mm-hmm.
they're related to every religion is true, every spirituality is true, because everybody, it all came from dreams. So it's
Yeah.
just an amazing vehicle for tales.
It's super cool, and I'm relatively far into the book. I've passed the part where the show Lucifer takes place, which
Ah,
I didn't know how closely direct it would be to Sandman.
yeah. So you want to explain like what Lucifer, what's going on in that show really fast, or
Sure,
in that
yeah.
way, and how it ties in?
Yeah, so if anyone's ever seen the is it CW, I think originally owned it and now
Uh
Netflix does.
it was originally a Fox show.
Fox. Okay, so it was originally a Fox TV show called Lucifer, where Lucifer Morningstar, the devil, gets tired of hell and refuses to be its king. So he abandons hell, comes to live on Earth just to experience what it means to be mortal, although he's still immortal. But
Yeah, he gets tired of hell, so he comes to LA to open up a nightclub called Lux, and
mhm.
he's just living his fucking life, not wanting to play God's plan anymore.
Yep, which this is a direct connection to Sandman because in Sandman, it's actually Morpheus's fault why Lucifer decides to say, "I don't want to do this anymore." He abandons hell because he doesn't want to be a part of God's plan and doesn't want to have any more fights. He's tired of it.
Has he given Morpheus the key yet?
Oh, I'm past. I already finished the arc for it.
Oh, where all the gods. So basically, Morpheus gets given the key to hell,
Hmm.
and Lucifer's like, "This is your fucking problem now. I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Yep.
You have to, hell is yours, or you can give hell to somewhere else." And hell is like amazing real estate. Everybody wants it.
Hmm.
So there's an amazing storyline, one of my favorites, of basically every god from every pantheon comes to Dream's Dream's kingdom and
Hmm.
pleads their case why they should be the one to take over hell.
Yeah. I think two of my favorite, or I think they were funny, characters was Order and Chaos.
Oh yeah.
Order decides to, so it's a metaphysical representation of it, but he's a
Yeah.
cardboard box, and part of it is he can't talk, but it's okay that he can't talk because he can manifest like Chinese cookies or fortune cookies,
Yeah.
and it spits out just like a little paper that says what he wants to say. And then Chaos is like an 11-year-old child
Yeah. Because I mean,
who,
what would be more chaotic than that?
yeah, I think it's hilarious, and they contrast each other perfectly. And the funniest part is the very end of the story because Sally, or doesn't even matter, neither one of them gets control of hell. But Order was like, "Oh, you made your decision so wisely and orderly that we approve." And Chaos is like, "I don't give a fuck who you gave it to. I just didn't want anyone to have it."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh,
Yeah. So everyone has their own agenda.
yeah." It's such a cool story, and it's a very good play on all the different type of orders and religions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
it's fun. That's around the point where I stopped. Uh, I haven't read it in a couple of days
That's okay.
because I don't know. I've been burning out on comics.
Yeah, man. I haven't read comics in about 2 weeks. Again, that's because I moved, guys. I moved back into my apartment.
Hmm.
For those of you that don't know, my apartment got flooded 3 months ago. They came in, they cut holes into the walls, and they were put these giant industrial fans to dry everything out. And I thought that was it. And then they said you have to move out for 4 to 6 weeks. And they came in, they packaged all of my stuff, they put it into a storage facility, and
It's
I took
rough.
just enough clothes for a few weeks to go to my parents' house. And then 4 to 6 weeks turned into 3 fucking months. It would
Hmm.
be a month of nothing happening. The insurance company fighting the repair people, saying we're not going to do this, we're going to do this. Oh, we're back working. Oh, we're not working. Oh, we're back working. We're not working. At one point, I said fuck it, and I went to the fucking facility and I liberated my comic book collection. So I had most of my collection at my parents' house,
Hmm.
which was nice, just a little piece of home. Um, and honestly, this is only the second podcast I've done in my home. I moved back in on Tuesday, and we had our first episode with Paul. That's why I wasn't super I didn't have a lot of prep work for Paul because I just didn't have time. So
Yeah.
we didn't do an episode last week because moving is a fucking nightmare. But I'm home, guys, and now I can put more effort into the podcast and give you guys the episodes that you deserve. I don't know what Jordan's excuse has been.
I released my own self video.
That is true.
I covered us. We have literally posted
Yeah.
once a week every week for 13 weeks if we do this one.
Wow. I was out of my home for that long.
It was like 2 weeks. You're fine. Oh yeah, 13 weeks. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is right. Like
We
it was just random that we started doing the podcast.
we did. It was basically I needed homework help. So I
Mhm.
called Jordan to do homework help and then we start talking about comic books and I'm like, "Oh, this could be the podcast." So we start recording it and from there it grew. And
Yeah.
it's been honestly a ton of fucking fun. And I look forward to it,
And look how high our production value is now.
right?
We both got mics. I got a GoPro recording. Oh, I got hiccups from lunch. Oh, yeah, I got a GoPro now, so it's 4K resolution. Yeah.
What about your friend, man? Who are you getting into comics?
Yeah, so to shout out to one of my friends, actually, both of our friends, it's just been some time since we've all hung out together, is Nestor. I don't know if he wants his last name said, so I won't say it, but Nestor.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think I remember his last name. I'm such a shitty friend.
I've known him since high school. I've known him for fucking years, dog.
Huh.
But Nestor likes the idea of comic books. He's never really read one before, but he's watched like the Marvel movies, DC movies. He's played the Spider-Man video game, which is super fucking fun. If you've never played it, highly recommend it.
Play both of
Um,
them.
yeah, Spider-Man and Miles Morales, both are great. I can't wait for Spider-Man 2 to come out.
They just started motion captioning today.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Fuck, I would have never known. I don't keep up on a whole bunch of news. I'm just in my own little bubble.
I just always on Reddit, man.
So today I think I'm gonna pick Nestor up and we're gonna go to Quest to pick out a comic book.
Can I come? Or
Yeah,
am I not allowed?
yeah, if you want.
I'm fucking down.
All right, meet us at Quest.
Meet you. You can't pick me up.
Bitch, you live so far up. Okay, I might pick you up, maybe.
I
But
would love
yeah,
to go to Quest with you guys. I'll buy an art piece today from Quest.
ooh, be on the podcast next week.
I think so. I think I'll buy an art piece.
Cool. But yeah, he asked me for recommendations on what I'd like to read or what he'd like to read. And I'm at a crossroads because he does like Marvel a lot. I'm not the biggest Marvel person, but you could see a couple red labels in the background. I'm probably gonna recommend a Spider-Man book for him, but I don't know, Jake. What do you think?
Ultimate Spider-Man I would imagine is a good choice. I think we want to get him something that's not super continuity heavy.
Yeah,
So let's
that's
not start him off with the storyline of Spider-Man making a deal with Mephisto and losing his wife.
listen.
Um,
That's a book for everyone to read at any point.
one of my favorite Spider-Man characters, but I don't know much about them, is Ben Riley.
Listen, man.
But
Okay,
maybe let's not start Nestor on the Clone Saga.
what I was gonna say is, Ben Riley is like everyone's secret favorite Spider-Man character, but everyone doesn't like to admit it.
Yeah,
But I would rock that Ben Riley outfit in Spider-Man.
that's my favorite outfit other than the cat outfit.
Oh, it's so good, man. I used to have
Um,
the monito, the figure of Ben Riley when I was a kid.
dude, I want to get a figure. You said it was a manito. Is that like Spanish for it or?
Yeah, it's Spanish for like doll. I guess you can say it.
Um, they also have at Quest
What?
the Fourth World Absolute.
Suck a dick. Dude, I want it. I can't afford it, but I want it. It looks so
I
good.
want it too. Buy my Omni.
I offered. I said, let me buy your Omni for $30 and you can buy the Fourth World for, you know, whatever they're selling it for.
Dude, Fourth World is so out of print right now. I know there's another printing coming out, but
Oh, also, real quick, I think my recommendation, if they have it, is going to be Spider Man Blue.
oh, walk me through the color thing. Is that Jeff Loeb?
Yes, it is
So
Tim
there's
Sale and Jeff Loeb.
So Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb write some of my favorite Batman stories.
Mm.
The very first big omnibus you see right here.
Mine's
You
on
wanna
the
hide
top
this over?
shelf. You can't see it. Dude, it's so hard. Why do you think when I point at the shelf, I have to figure it
Boom, I
out?
got it.
Yeah.
Um, they did Daredevil Yellow, right?
They did Daredevil yellow, Spider-Man blue, and I think, what is it? Captain America white? Hold on, I gotta look it up.
So
It-
clearly not Isaiah Bradley.
you got jokes, I see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Captain America white and Hulk gray. Yeah,
Dumb question. Is Hulk gray just the name, or does it have Gray Hulk in it?
it's both.
Okay.
Yeah, because originally the Hulk was gray,
Yeah.
and then they turned him green because gamma radiation and radioactivity, and it looks cool to be green. So, yeah, yeah. So all those,
What about Spider-Man Marvel Masterworks 1?
I gotta look it up. I don't know what the Masterworks cover. Masterworks typically, I think that is in order, and it's standard hardcover. So you can either do epics, you could do Masterworks, or you could do the omnibus.
One person on Reddit said blue, and then someone said dissenting opinion here. I think blue is a lot better if you've read enough to understand his dynamic with MJ and with Gwen.
So that's the thing is, all those comic books are not retelling of of the superheroes, but more like their basis of who they are as Marvel characters. So it gets
Okay.
back down to their roots. So it goes over kind of like the life story of who Spider-Man is, who has been his love interest, things like that.
I still think that Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1 could be the right choice for Nestor.
It probably is because if you've never read Spider-Man before, you could easily read Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's kind of the
That's
same thing as
that's Bendis, right?
yes, Brian Michael Bendis. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where the basis of like Earth One comes in for DC. It's their ultimate universe.
Yeah.
But
So
actually,
he doesn't have to worry about continuity as much. Because I don't
exactly
think Nestor would enjoy, like, a lot of people online are recommending like classic Spider-Man, and I don't think Nestor would. I think Nestor wants something a bit more modern.
that or Craven's Last Hunt is also just a good classic Spider-Man
Craven
story.
Last Hunt is, yeah, that's who they cast as Craven, Quicksilver.
Did they?
Yeah,
I
for
don't
the
know.
Craven spinoff film.
Nah, man, I got no idea on that one. In all honesty,
Um, I mean, we can see what they have at Quest.
yeah, most definitely because it is also going to depend upon what they got.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Spider-Man Blue or Ultimate Spider-Man actually is a really good recommendation.
Um, do you think he wants Parker or Morales?
Oh, he definitely wants Parker.
Okay.
I mean, when you think Spider-Man, for most people's first thought is Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Miles Morales is a cool character though, especially in the movie. I haven't really read comics with Miles in it, but Spider-Verse, that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It's captured the feel of a comic book in
What
movie form.
about, isn't there a Spider-Man story where he goes to hell with Doctor Strange?
Oh yeah, there is. I don't remember what the fucking name of it is, but I know I could look it up. But,
Um,
or maybe, I mean, Deadpool's a cool character to read.
I like Deadpool and Cable. I think Deadpool's cool when he's balanced out with Cable.
His standalone series typically teams him up with one other person because that's what his humor is based off of. It's like making fun
Yeah.
of others or like obvious observations of comics and
They
critiques on them.
they posted a video yesterday. Ryan Reynolds has that movie that's been supposed to come out every month for like a year now, Free Guy.
Yeah,
Have you
Isabel's
seen?
been wanting to see it.
It's finally coming out in I think August now, but it's Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and Korg from Endgame and Thor
Mm-hmm.
Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Because Taika Waititi's in it, a Free Guy as well. So it's the two of them in Deadpool's apartment reacting to the trailer.
That's pretty cool.
And their big joke is that this is their first movie together because they were famously in Green Lantern together.
Oh yeah, they were, huh?
Yeah, I forget who Taika Waititi played in Green Lantern.
No one remembers Green Lantern. It's okay.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw the original Deadpool trailer. It was always comedic when he says, "Don't make the suit green or animated."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wow, really? Shots fired."
Doesn't
Nope.
he like I remember when in Deadpool 2 when he fucking goes back in time and shoots Ryan Reynolds holding the Green Lantern script?
That's an after scene. Yeah, that's a good one. I want a third Deadpool movie, but I don't know how they could do that anymore.
Yeah.
Cause
I was I was worried that the A Very Deadpool Christmas, the PG-13 cut of Deadpool 2
mhm.
was was gonna be like the Disney-ified version. I really like the trailer for Free Guy because they talk about fridging. And they're like, he's like, Korg's like, what's fridging? And Deadpool's like, fridging is the killing or maiming a female character to raise the stakes for a male character, aka Deadpool 2.
That's pretty good, dude. Yeah, the Deadpool movies have been pretty awesome, and a lot of his comic books are fun to read, to say the least.
Dude, how am I supposed to read Shitty Watchmen? Like, do I actually read it?
I hope you do. It's probably a quick read. Listen, man, it always takes me a couple of hours to read regular Watchmen. This should definitely be like two tops.
Yeah, that's a great fucking gift. I'm still so happy about it.
Dude, I'm gonna have to borrow it one day, right?
Oh, dude, you got to get your own copy.
Like, this is gonna be
Are,
me on the can holding it.
are you just looking up, wondering?
Yeah,
Are you buying Nestor's comic book today, or is he buying it?
he's buying it.
Oh, okay.
I'm I'm a I'm a broke bitch.
Uh,
Do you think I got
so you're not
money?
gonna get that. You're not gonna get that Paul Dini.
I might have to, because I have to one up you.
Yeah.
If I get Paul Dini, that means I have one more Batman nominee than you do.
Let's think about that. So
Oh no.
Batman by Loeb you have.
Yes.
The Three Nightfalls you have.
Correct.
Road to No Man's Land you have.
Uh-huh.
Paul Dini you don't have.
Nope.
Batman by Grant Morrison 1 through 3 you have.
Obviously.
Batman by Snyder you have.
Uh-huh.
And Rise and Fall of the Batman you do not have.
I do not, but I
But
have,
you have Batman Eternal.
yeah, I got Batman Eternal. And then I have like the deluxe editions of some Batman comics.
We're not talking deluxes.
We gotta talk deluxes next.
I have Batman, the Absolute Court of Owls, the Orphan.
That's the worst. Just sell it. You already have it in Omni form.
Okay, sell it for me.
You sell it. I got Absolute Dark Knight and Absolute DK3.
I have Absolute Killing Joke.
That's like half my absolutes already. I only have what is it? New Frontier and Kingdom Come.
I have Absolute Killing Joke. I have Absolute Court of Owls. I have Absolute Kingdom Come, Absolute New Frontier, Absolute All Superman. I have Absolute Sandman 1 through 5, Absolute Death, Absolute Overture.
Oh,
I have Absolute Crisis on Infinite Earths. I have Absolute Swamp Thing 1 and Absolute Swamp Thing 2.
I got deluxe editions.
Yeah, you do have, dude, weirdly enough, the only because I didn't know about deluxe editions. I went on a tear and bought, you can see like up top behind the Batman statue, a majority of Rebirth in trades. And I didn't realize that instead of buying 2
Trash.
trades for the same price or cheaper, I could have bought 1 deluxe edition. So I
Yeah.
have I have 1 deluxe edition of The Flash and 2 deluxe editions of Action Comics.
What happened to your Batman one?
Oh, I have Batman 3.
I
I want to go buy all the Kings, but I'm just hoping for the omnibus someday.
I have, what do I have? Year one in deluxe. I have Killing Joke in deluxe. Death in the Family with Lonely Place of Dying. I
Same.
also got, fuck. I have Tom King's Batman 1 through 5.
That's so sexy.
I also have The Button, which is a Batman Flash story.
I think I have the button in deluxe as well.
I got Crisis on Infinite Earths. I got,
Do you want to borrow 52 since you're done with Infinite Crisis?
I'm gonna have to. I might finish Sandman first.
Ah, that makes sense.
I got fucking DC Rebirth.
I have Animal Man 1 and 2 in deluxe. If I were to recommend one book on my bookshelf for you to buy, before it goes out of print because Omni's out of print, buy Animal Man 1 and 2. It is in my top 5 favorite DC stories.
I might pick it up today then. I got Metal and Watchmen in deluxe edition. Oh, I have one Omni I know you don't have. I have the iZombie Omni.
I
It's iZombie based off
look at you.
the
Do you think anyone's going to be watching us just reading our bookshelves?
dude. Paul's been waiting for us to do a bookshelf tour
We'll do a book tour. I'll do a book tour.
next week.
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay, independent videos or podcast video?
Independent.
Oh, you saucy bitch! You just want to have an independent video to compete against mine,
Yeah, 100%.
but then I'm gonna have to post one.
I want to borrow your 3 Sandman omnibuses so I can do a comparison.
I might let you, just maybe.
Just maybe. Okay, man, I think we should wrap this up because I'm fucking starving.
I also have the Black Label newspaper print versions of books.
Oh, dude. Let's talk about this. My Sandman absolutes go Vertigo, Vertigo, DC Vertigo, DC Vertigo,
Oh,
Vertigo, and then DC Vertigo. They're not the same fucking spines.
dude, I have two that are the same. So I have the new DC label, and then I have two DC Vertigos for my Sandman.
I'm surprised you don't have a black label.
You know what? I mean,
Oh, I have another Batman omnibus.
which one?
Batman and Robin.
Fuck you. Oh man, all right.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 Batman omnibuses.
I only have 10. Oh, my absolutes count though.
Dude, Batman and Robin is super OOP.
It is. I remember when it was out, and I was like, why would I want to read Batman and Damian Wayne Robin?
It's the storyline of Robin gets murdered, right? And
Yeah.
Batman's sitting there and he's mourning the loss of his son. And then he's like, wait a minute, I'm fucking Batman. I've been to hell. Hell exists. I'm going to hell and getting my son back.
Dude, I remember reading the trades of New 52 Batman, and I was like, why is Batman depressed? What the fuck? Because like trade number 6 is just a bunch of scattered stories that
Graveyard years or graveyard days or whatever.
yeah, graveyard shift,
Graveyard shift, okay.
and like it's the stories that didn't fit in well into other trades because the other trades were covering just the main stories.
Yeah.
So you get like a lot of random ones, and one of them is just a whole issue of Bruce being depressed and like this one girl who becomes forget what the fuck her name is in Scott Snyder's universe.
Mockingbird
Yeah.
or
And
spoiler?
No, I think it's Mockingbird.
She had the mohawk
Yeah.
or the blue hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
Harper Lee becomes Mockingbird.
Yes. So it's Harper Lee, and she's like, "Hey, what's up, Bats? You seem a little down. Let me help you out with fighting crime." And he's like, "You're gonna get hurt. Stop." That's like
That's funny.
the whole thing, and then she cheers him up a bit, and he's like, "You're right. I am Batman." And yeah, it's kind of like a throwaway thing, but
Yeah, no, but that's interesting. I don't remember that storyline at all, and I've read all of it, dude.
I remember reading it, and I was like, "This feels so out of place," but it's because it's supposed to be in that one.
Yeah.
Man.
Guys, we might have another episode for you today. We are gonna try to do our podcast with Omnidog tomorrow.
Omnidog, Jess Bragg.
Yes, Bragg.
Yeah, possibly, hopefully, we record it tomorrow.
Mhm.
Which I don't know if that means we're posting this one today or we post this next week.
Let's just post it today.
Yeah, fuck it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that means if all things go according to plan, there will be 2 The Brave and the Boys podcast this week.
Is that gonna be bad? Is that gonna hurt our views?
No, it's probably to make up for last week. That's how we play it off.
Okay. Guys, just forgive me for moving. I'm sorry. I'll never let you guys down again.
How dare you move, Jake? The fuck, dog? Just kidding. Everyone loves you and everyone's happy that you're back home.
I hope so, guys. I love you guys all. Please like and subscribe and share and comment.
And I think that's we'll leave it off this year because I think I need to go get ready.
Bye, guys.
Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.